Hi boys and girls, welcome to SmartFox TV. If you enjoyed today's video, please click and subscribe.
Hey everyone, Kim here, and thanks for joining me on my segment of It's Not Just Anime. So when you watch anime, definitely for the people who do watch it, or people who think about the people who do watch it, you think like, oh, okay, well, they're otakus, or they're, which means like someone who's really fascinated with anime, basically. Anime is just anime. It's a cartoon on its own, like magic and demons, fighting in like that type of way, like you know what I mean, that type of way. That's just anime, but in reality, it's not just anime. So when you do watch anime, as well as when you watch all types of media, you have to understand that looking at that media is getting a glimpse into someone else's different culture. So whether or not it's a drama that you're watching, or you're looking at a photo, or a movie that you're watching, or anime that you're watching, you can see small depictions of that culture through that film. For instance, when you do think about anime, the green tea ceremony, going to shrines, those are all aspects of Japanese culture. So just to dive a little deeper here, when we talk about anime, you have to know that there's a connection to manga. Everything started off with manga, and then it went into an anime. So for instance, Bleach started off as a manga. It wasn't an anime, then someone wrote a book about it. It was a comic book first, initially a manga, and then it developed into an anime. Same with Dragon Ball Z, Sailor Moon, and many other animes that you come across today. But also know that there is animes on its own without the comic book ever being created. And if you want to dive a little bit deeper into the history of manga, then you have to visit the grandfather of Japanese comic books, and his name was Tezuka Osamu. Anime began in the 1970s. Okay, and some of the popular shows, which you might even know today, is Lupin the Third, as well as Astro Boy. You've probably seen his picture a few times around, and Mazinger Z, which is kind of like Gundam, and everything. At least for Mazinger Z and Astro Boy, in the 1970s, when manga and animation started really coming into play, it really stemmed back from Japanese feelings in relations to World War II. For instance, during World War II, as you know, the atomic bombs falling on Hiroshima and Nagasaki, the Japanese people definitely had their own point of view in relations to mass destructions made by humans, weapons of mass destructions made by humans, hence the film Godzilla. He was created by man due to technology and science that maybe man shouldn't have dipped their toes into. And what happened? Godzilla ended up wreaking havoc on the Japanese. But also note that it's definitely different from America's adaptation about Godzilla, at least for the current movie Godzilla versus King Kong, or King Kong versus Godzilla that just came out. At a certain point, America bought the rights to Godzilla, so the whole perception of Godzilla a little bit changed here. This is Kim, and for Asian American Heritage Month, I do plan to dive a little deeper into animation with you guys. Have a great day.
In celebration of Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month, here are some Asian inventions that have impacted our daily lives. During prehistoric times, when food was hard to find, India domesticated wheat and China domesticated rice and chickens. Around 5000 BCE in China and 4000 BCE in Japan, the oar was invented. China also invented silk, ink, the collapsible umbrella, crossbows, and the wheelbarrow. Stick around for a few more inventions.
This is Tracy with SmartFox News. May is Asian American Heritage Month, a time to honor the rich culture, history, traditions, and achievements. But promoting unity and awareness is a year-long effort. With this month, our segments will celebrate the history of Asian Americans. Mother's Day is around the corner. Sunday, May 9th, the survey of 2,000 American adults identified the attributes they think sets their mother apart from parenting pack. Among the 68% of respondents who agreed that their mom was a cool mom, 62% said it was because she talked with their kids openly about anything and everything. Relaxing the rules a bit may be another key, as over half said their mom's coolness stemmed from the fact that she let them get away with things a normal mom wouldn't when they were growing up. Being an epic gift giver or having great style seemed to be a component as well, with 52% saying that their mom had a tendency to spoil both her loved ones and herself was what made their mom a cut above the rest. 37% said their mom was a daredevil, and 25% said their mom was their best friend. In celebration of Mother's Day, the survey also probed the most important lessons that Americans have learned from their moms over the years. Some of the answers from the respondents ranged from how to be responsible and live in the moment. Don't judge others, even if you think you have the whole story. It's not a crime to pamper yourself when life gets too stressful, and respect yourself and others will respect you. Nearly 7 in 10 respondents report that they learned how to juggle responsibilities from watching their moms do it all over the years. In fact, over 60% saying that their mom has been juggling more in the past year than she ever has before. So it's perhaps unsurprising that 3/4 of respondents think that their mom deserves to be fully spoiled this holiday. Share your favorite part of your mother down below. Also, you might share one of your favorite quirks about your momisms comments below, and we might just share one of yours in the next segment. This week, we'll also be treated to one of the spring's best stargazing events. You'll want to set your alarm for before dawn on Wednesday and Thursday this week, as that's when the greatest number of meteors originating in the debris, trail of ice, and rock particles from Halley's Comet will alight the night. Halley's Comet made its last passing through the inner solar system in 1986 and is not due back until the summer of 2061. Nonetheless, each time Halley sweeps around the sun, it leaves behind a dusty trail, and they call it a cosmic litter that ends up trailing behind the comet. And as it turns out, the orbit of Halley's Comet closely approaches the Earth's orbit at 2 places. One point is in the middle to the latter part of October. The other point comes in the early part of May, producing the Eta Aquarids. The Aquarids are famously fast, but such meteors can leave glowing trails of light and iridescent bits of debris, which can be seen for seconds or even minutes. Just look east towards Aquarius constellation. We'll have an opportunity to see some of the remnants of the most famous of comets briefly light up the early morning sky. That's all for SmartFox
More
News.
Asian inventions that we have today. Stirrups for horseback riding first showed up in 200 BCE from China and was likely introduced to Europe through nomadic groups. Today's ice cream may also trace back to China's flavored cubes, in which the famous explorer Marco Polo took the idea back to his native Italy, where he developed it into gelato and ice cream. We hope you enjoyed some of our early Asian inventions.
This is Kim.
This is Tracy,
Hi, this is Sally.
And thanks for watching SmartFox TV.
Stay foxy.